begin, I would like to preface with a hypothetical scenario and ask your reaction to it. Imagine, if you will, you've met someone who has a doctorate in astrology. No, not astronomy, astrology. Yeah, this person has wasted time studying how the planets and the stars supposedly affect our lives and can be used to foretell the future. Yeah. Would you have any respect for that person? Would you call them Dr. So-and-so? Or would you be restraining yourself to avoid laughing at that person openly and asking what kind of academic institution would offer such a ridiculous degree? Okay, well, hold that thought for just a moment. One of the criticisms that I've received is, who do I think I am offering opinions about the Bible or about Christianity or Islam, considering that I have no theology training, that I'm completely unqualified to offer any opinions on the matter? Well, I do admit that I've set foot on a theology campus once in my entire life. I'll get to that in just a minute. I don't read any of these dead languages. I haven't seen the Dead Sea Scrolls with my own eyes or traveled to the Holy Lands. I have no training in the field, no formal training in the field of theology. I have read the Bible, and I've read some Christian apologetics. Some people will say I've not read the right Christian apologetics. I've read Strobel and McDowell, but I've not, say, read Habermas. Never mind the fact that, as far as I can tell, I've heard Habermas debate. He offers the same canned, regurgitated talking points that, say, Josh McDowell would offer. Never mind that, I haven't done enough research to be qualified to offer an opinion. On the surface, this seems like it might be a legitimate criticism. I mean, if I were to try to debate with Richard Dawkins about evolution, or with Sam Harris about neuroscience, there's no question what the outcome would be. Assuming they took me seriously enough to even engage me, they would take the full weight of the domain of facts that they could draw upon, that they've spent time studying, that have practical application, and then completely crush me and crush my arguments with them. And there are even varying degrees of expertise in their fields. My high school biology teacher would not be very well suited to debate with Richard Dawkins about evolution. And even with some of the softer fields of study that are more subjective, like music, for example. I've spent time studying music theory that has practical application. Anyone who wants to hear the practical application, well, you have in the introduction to this video. And there are also some links where you can listen to some of my symphonies. There are practical applications to the things that I've studied. So why do I not have any respect for the field of theology as an academic pursuit? Well, one very simple reason, really. It's bullcrap. It's all bullcrap that has no practical application. The people who've studied theology cannot lay on hands and heal the sick. They cannot speak in tongues. They cannot do anything with their degrees at all, as far as I can tell. The only thing that I see them offering is the same canned, regurgitated talking points, the spin, the flimsy rationalizations, for what basically boils down to total bullcrap. Bullcrap that was written down by people who thought the world was flat, the sky was a dome, and disease was caused by demonic possession. Bullcrap that in a more rational society should have gone the way of Zeus, Odin, and Ra. I remember when I visited the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary that one time in my life, and being surprised by what I saw. I was expecting a couple buildings, and what I saw was a huge, sprawling campus. And I remember taking all of that in and thinking to myself, my God, what opportunity costs are involved in this whole field? I mean, by opportunity costs, that's a business term, meaning we've spent resources over here and we could have spent them over here, and think how much better off we'd be if instead we'd spent it here instead of back here. Forget about all of the horrible atrocities and the torture. Forget about all the bigotry. Forget about the imposition of religion into law. Forget about all the anti-intellectualism and the way that religion has stood in the way of scientific progress. Take in only the vast time, energy, money, resources that are just poured into this completely intellectually forlorn field. Theology produces nothing of value. it is of absolutely no value whatsoever. And it represents a complete waste of human resources. How much better off we'd be if that campus I visited were instead devoted to medical science, what we might be able to achieve of actual value. And instead these resources are being poured into something that will never produce anything. It is time, as a society, we not only stopped respecting Christian and Muslim beliefs, it is time as a society we also stopped respecting theology as a legitimate academic pursuit. And think how much better off as a society we will be when that day finally comes. May God's gift of reason light our way.